There was a man, Pastor Ezekiel, a true servant of God. This man prayed, fasted, and preached with fire. But no matter how hard he worked, his church remained small, his pockets empty, and his family in great suffering. Brethren, hunger is not a small thing. His 3 children, innocent little ones, fell sick one after the other. Pastor Ezekiel had no money for medicine, no money for food. He cried, "God, where are you?" But heaven was silent. His wife, tired of suffering, asked him, "This God you serve, does he not see our pain? Must we die like this?" My people, do you know that when a man is desperate, the devil will knock on his door? One night, a man came to Pastor Ezekiel, not an ordinary man. This one had power, connections, and money. He looked Ezekiel in the eye and said, "Pastor, you have suffered enough. Do you want your church to grow? Do you want wealth? There is a way." Ezekiel was afraid. "What way?" he asked. The man smiled. "Sacrifice." My brethren, the devil never gives anything for free. At first, it was just a goat, then a bird. But soon they brought a small boy, an orphan. They said, "No one will miss him." Pastor Ezekiel trembled, but hunger whispered, "Remember your suffering." He closed his eyes and did the unthinkable. My people, from that day, everything changed. His church exploded with members. Miracles began to happen. People got rich. The barren conceived. The sick were healed. Money began to flow. Pastor Ezekiel, the once poor man, now drove big cars, wore fine suits, and built a mansion. But listen carefully. Blood was flowing behind the scenes. Some members of the church noticed something was wrong. People who joined the church disappeared. Those who asked too many questions, they were silenced. Some were even drawn into the dark secrets. Then one fateful day, a woman came to the church, Sister Mary, not an ordinary woman. This one carried light. From the moment she stepped in, things started to change. When she prayed, people fell under the power of God. When she worshipped, the heavens opened. Those who were blind to the truth began to see. Pastor Ezekiel could not rest. He asked, "Who is this woman?" But no one could answer. That night, he had a dream. In the dream, he was sinking into a deep pit, and a voice from above cried, "Ezekiel, repent before it is too late." Brethren, when God warns a man, he must listen. But Ezekiel thought it was too late. Then came the Sunday service that shook the whole church. My people, do you know what happened? Sister Mary stood up in the middle of the service. She raised her hands and cried, "Jesus, take over." My brethren, the church began to shake. A mighty wind blew through the hall. People screamed. Demons manifested. Then she turned to Pastor Ezekiel. "Man of God," she said, "your time has come. Confess before the Lord." Pastor Ezekiel trembled. His secrets, his rituals, everything was now in the open. He fell to the ground, rolling, screaming, as darkness left him. The people watched his horror. Some ran away. Others fell to their knees, crying. The hidden cult member in the church also began to shake, confessing their sins. The power of God swept through the building. The demons that had taken over were cast out. The church was set free. By the end of the day, Pastor Ezekiel lay on the floor, weak and broken, his wealth, his power, his pride gone. He was just a man in need of mercy. Now, my brethren, I ask you, if you were a member of this church, would you continue attending? If Pastor Ezekiel truly repented, would you ever trust him again? And if this happened in your own church, what will you do? I await your opinion in the comment section. Thank you.